We've made it. Made it to the full moon in Aquarius. Welcome to Expansion for Love. My name is Lourdes, and today I have some beautiful love messages from the full moon. And I actually also asked Sweet Mother Mary, the Madonna, Queen of Heaven, for some messages as well. And we will start there. What we have from Mother Mary is, we give ourselves and we offer to others love. Those who receive it, accept it, and show you through their actions first, before words. I thought that was precious and very powerful. A beautiful reminder to how it is that we can recognize love in a simple, clear way. And then she also added to that, be humble and first show yourself loving actions and then speak loving words to yourself. Amen. I thought that was amazing. Like, it's so true. We forget so often, right, to show ourselves that self-care, that love, to show ourselves, to feed ourselves the beautiful food, to give gratitude to ourselves, right, within us, to do the things we would want someone else to do for us, right? We need to do to ourselves. I thought that was incredible, right? And then we can speak those words of affirmation and those words of love to us. With that, love wants you to know, beautiful earth angel, be the person that you want to be with in relationship. Be that provider, be that protector, be that nurturer, be that caring, thoughtful human soul. Be that connecting, deep person, that healer, that listener. Be that friend. And then you will be love. And your love, your divine counterpart, will find you. You will both be vibrating at that same high frequency. And that is so true. It is so true, especially those in twin flame relationships with divine counterparts. You recognize, whether you're with them or you're in separation, that it's so true that as we continue to be that person that we want to be with, that they will come in, or whether they are in your life or not, if they're there, they'll actually be able to provide to you what you need as well. So it starts with ourselves first, right? Like that good book says, to take that log out of our own eye before we could take, out the little twig or whatever it is that's in somebody else's, right? So with that, I wanted to get into some cards that I pre-pulled for us today. And what came out first and foremost that I thought was very interesting, but doesn't it make so much sense as a collective, right? Something we're dealing with right now, is codependency. And with that, we oftentimes aren't remembering to love ourselves, right? Like, that's the part that we are dealing with and struggling with, is that loving ourselves. We're codependent on looking to others for love when we need to bring that in for ourselves. And the card that came out from the tarot for starters is the Strength card. The Strength card came out and was reminding us here to take courage. I'm just going to fix the, there we go, just adjusting something on the camera. To have the courage and the strength it requires to pull ourselves out of this lack mentality. We're living in this codependency, right? Is a lack mentality where we're thinking that we don't have enough, we don't have what it requires, what it takes. We need to take the blindfold off, right? With that Eight of Swords, take that blindfold off, remove it, and look past that, and stop thinking that our dreams are unfulfilled and our desires are unfulfilled and unmanifested. It's time to let that go. And I double checked it with another deck of cards here. And we got the Eight of Inspirations underneath, clarifying the Four of Pentacles. Just again, the scattered, unfocused energy, right? That came out with the Death card in reverse. And with that, it's like we fear change. We are fearing that change because we are being codependent. But this message of love coming through to you from the beautiful full moon is that we are here to love ourselves. We are here to be in union with ourselves. And then all these things that we're looking for in love will come to us. So, for example, you will pull up from the reverse that Nine of Cups and have your dreams fulfilled, have your wishes fulfilled. That is what you are called for. There is so much more going on in your life that you can bring in and manifest, that you have control over, instead of having this victim mentality, right? Or this codependent mentality where we think that we are without, that we are abandoned, that we are forgotten by the universe, by God, by spirit, right? It's actually the reverse of that. We are not forgotten. We have control. We have a way and an outlet. We can work on ourselves first. And from there, we can ask for that love. It's when we have it in ourselves that we can give it and we can ask for it and receive it. So with that, I also looked into some astrology cards. And of course, what came out is the moon, right? We're looking at the moon season right now at this beautiful phase. So of course, what we would have represented is the moon. Your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses, right? It's a time to look into the full moon to remember what it is that we want to manifest. All that light and energy is there, coming from the sun, glaring off of the moon onto the earth. And that energy is ready. It's ready and ripe to use. So manifest that love, manifest that self-care for you, that care and love you want to give to others, right? Be that provider, be that nurturer, be that friend that you want from another, from one that loves you, from one that cares for you, from those that are around you, right? And then the 12th house came out with that. So the 12th house I'm going to read to you a little bit about because I love having more of an understanding of the astrology, right? So with the 12th house we have, I'm reading from this book where these cards come from, Astrology Reading Cards. The link will be down below so that you can grab one of these yourself. Not to forget that when you purchase from a link that we have down below, you are actually supporting Expansion for Love. Just saying. So, in astrology, the portion of the sky that the sun rises into as dawn breaks actually represents this area of your life. So it's when the dawn is breaking, right? When the sun is rising. That represents the 12th house. I think that's so key to understand. Sunrise is not only beautiful, but also spiritual and powerful. So it weakens the human will. So that human part of you is lessened while that spiritual part of you is rising and focused on at that time. Also, all must bow to the sun's potent rays as they spread light and power over the land. They overwhelm they overwhelm our resolve. So it is that in the 12th house, you give yourself up to a higher cause. And I thought that was a wonderful explanation of the 12th house. And then a little bit of more in-depth into the 12th house, I will read from this book, the Astrology Bible. It's an excellent book. Again, the link will be down below. And I page marked it with this beautiful little note here that is from Kristen, the maker of the Hidden Truth Oracle and the Love Messages Oracle, which we're doing reviews on, so don't miss out on those. But this is a beautiful message. She says, "Dear Lourdes, thank you so much for your double order. I wish you Love and blessings in all your readings. Love, Kristen. Oh my goodness, that was precious. So with that, the 12th house. Let's bring it back, right? Return to the whole. The 12th house is the house of secrets. It offers an opportunity for the soul to reconnect to the whole and to bring it to the light of consciousness, all that was previously obscured. So with the full moon, right, we have all this light onto the 12th house right now at this time. To look into secrets, to understand and introspectively write ourselves and even other situations going on in our life. It's where the task of regeneration is complete, right? The 12th house is the last house in the zodiac signs, right? It's also interesting how Jesus chose 12 disciples. Again, another representation. Also, it's said that there are 12 archangels as well, and they all correspond with the zodiac. So that's something to look into if you're interested. And with that, surrender back into the whole may be voluntary or involuntary. This is also the house of institutions, madness, and of deception and illusion, and family secrets. The way may be lost, a blurring occurrences of psyche does not know who or where it is. If the soul has not yet established a strong sense of self-identity, there is nothing to surrender except illusions, and these may take over. So it's always so powerful, such a reminder, to be grounded within ourselves, right? You can do that as a child, you could do that as an adult. We always say once you make it to your 30s, right, you have this more grounding self and like more self-respect. And that may be true just in life experiences, but the truth is you can actually ground in yourself throughout your life. You can connect with yourself if you just learn to take that time and space to do so. It's all about taking that time to delve into you and get comfortable with you, right? So with that, we will go on to remember that we've got the moon here, right? We have the 12th house, and with that came out Gemini. So here is our zodiac sign, our planet card, and our house card. And so with Gemini, we're being reminded that this is the perfect time with this 12th house and these secrets that are coming out, right? And like we're trying to understand. And this moon card, this moon time, this beautiful full moon, we have a time to communicate. Gemini is so strongly about communication, right? And so here it says the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So have those conversations you think you need to about family secrets, perhaps, about whatever it is in with yourself you think you should have. Find that soul tribe you know who's in your life, who you can speak to, that soul sister, that brotherhood. Go and find them and speak with them, because right now is an excellent time to like surface things that are deep hidden within the moon, that are in the 12th house secrets you're ready to talk about, right? This is a great time for all of that. Also, I pulled some cards from the fairies, the Fairy Wisdom Oracle. And with that, we got two beautiful cards I could never have anticipated. And I love their message right now because being a Libra, being an intellectual, right? I want to eat up information. I want to learn. I'm hungry for it. I love schooling and education so much. Can't tell you. Spent years in higher education and enjoying it. And yet there is still so much to learn. It's like that's the thing you learn about when you're learning, is that there's so much we don't know. There's so much we don't know, and I want to, so I'm excited. And these cards are amazing because we have this Nightlight and this book card. It's the book fairy. I just loved that. So here we are with the Nightlight, the moon. The moon is our nightlight. And with that, it's time to tap into our intuition. It's time to learn more about ourselves, to learn more about what it is in the world that we want to understand, that gives us a drive and a passion, and that we have an interest in, right? Nightlight. Stop putting it off. Turn that light on within your mind and start finding what you want to learn about, what it is that you want to learn about. And the book fairy is just couples this same message. I looked into this message, like I kind of intuitively understood this is what the message was, but then when I looked at the book as well, the same message was there, talking about reading, learning, getting into it. Both of these cards are related and so perfect for this time right now. So apparently that is the love messages that are coming through for the full moon. It's incredible. And I want to show you here for yourself the spread so you can see these beautiful cards and kind of get a picture for yourself. Even if you want to screenshot it, right? You've got it right here. That codependency that's here that we need to remove, let go of, release. We don't need it anymore. It is totally blindfolding us, right? That Four of Pentacles, that lack of mentality we don't need. We have the courage. This love message is reminding us that we have the courage and we have the strength, which is huge. It's so good to know this. So good to know this. And we can have our wish fulfillments. We can have our dreams manifested. We can have our desires. We just need to get out of these mentalities, out of this stuckness. Make sure that we get rid of, yet again, that confirmation, right? Of the Eight of Wands, that unfocused energy, that fear of change. We can let all that go. We can take this time to communicate with those that we need to and look into our secrets, look into our family secrets. What is it right now that you need to learn and understand? And of course, learning what it is that you're passionate about, what it is you've already been had an inkling for, you've had a nudge for, that you've wanted to learn. This is the time to do it. This is the time. And this is a lepidolite. I just have to show you. I've been carrying this around for, like, I don't know, probably like 3 days now. I am fascinated. I don't remember ever feeling so led to carrying around a crystal. But I do, I can't help it. I want it nearby, even when I'm in the house and I'm doing things, like I want it near. I've been running errands, I've been taking my lepidolite with me, and I can't help it. It's like my little baby, it's my little shadow for some reason in the last few days. And I'm sure there's a reason, so that's why I'm keeping it around. So wanted to share that with you because I thought that was interesting. You guys, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you think there's someone that needs to hear this message, please share it with them. That'd be incredible. If you liked any of these books and they looked interesting to you and you realize it's a good time to check into them, their links are going to be down below. And if you click on those links and use them to purchase, it will actually benefit Expansion for Love. It will support us and help us to continue to bring you content. Also, with that, please don't miss out on the amazing reviews that are coming out on the Hidden Truth Oracle and the Love Messages Oracle by Kristen and All Things Intuitive. You could find her stuff on Etsy, by the way, just in case you wanted to get yourself a deck before we review it. You guys, thank you so much for being here. You take care. I appreciate it. Enjoy this full moon in Aquarius, and may these messages bring blessings of love and light to you. Take care.